So you like him a lot, your favorite watch.
I do like
you
him
said.
a lot. Yeah. I get a little excited about those guys.
You like your number 3 as well, so that must mean you really like your number 1 safety in this class, and that is...
It's Hamilton. I mean...
Kyle Hamilton,
Notre Dame. You know,
is he a generational talent? You don't throw that around. Don't just give that to someone, because we want to make sure that you can't just have a generational talent safety every year. Would you put him in that category?
Yes, I think I would.
And some recent concerns about him.
There is some recent concerns. There is. I get it. The 40 time, we ran 4.59 at the combine, right?
So MKE says, do you think Kyle Hamilton's, before we get into your effusive praise, let's just start with this.
Yeah, fine.
MKE says, do you think Kyle Hamilton's combine and pro day 40 are red flags? When I look at his tape compared to Simms and Daxton Hill's, he looks, quote unquote, slow.
Well, he's different than them, right? You know, Simms, like we talked about, his acceleration is off the charts. I mean, it's 4.3. It's elite receiver, elite corner type speed. So, yeah, he's not that for sure. Now, he's 30 pounds bigger than Daxton Hill, too. Let's remember that.
226.4.
Exactly.
He's a giant.
So there's a different man here. We're talking about a totally different guy, right? And, like, the speed, yeah, I'm a little disappointed in it. I hear everybody, but, like, have just seen too much on film for me to go, I'm not really worried about it. I mean, how many times you got to see him run down a running back or a receiver or, you know, playing center field and breaking on a ball and covering as much ground as anybody in this. So, like, the acceleration and all that, yeah, it's not top notch, but I didn't come away watching film going, man, it's 4.6. He's slow. I did not at all. I really didn't.
You were surprised at the time. It wasn't like it didn't confirm.
I was definitely surprised at the time. I thought he would have been mid 4.5, maybe 4.48, 4.49, something like that. But here's the other aspect of this. First off, tell me this right here. Here's a slot receiver, right? First off, out of all the safeties, other than Daxton Hill, this is the guy that's probably he's got the best coverage skills. I mean, he could play almost nickel corner. I mean, really. All right, so here we go. Does this right here look like a guy that runs 4.65 or 4.59? It doesn't to me. Again, I don't know. And there's a lot of plays on film like this. You know, and then you talk about, okay, 6'4", he's 220. He can do all of this. He's phenomenal at this stuff, Ahmed. He can play second-level linebacker, strong safety, nickel, free safety. He can kind of do everything there. And because of that size and length, you know, he's very good at, like, kind of what we talked about with Cook with Cincinnati. I mean, there's just so many plays where, oh, it's a toss sweep, and the slot of the tight end are trying to block him. And he kind of just, oh, nope, you're not going to block me. I'm going to hold you out here. Okay, now the ball's out in my area. Get away from me. I'm going to make the tackle. Too much of that. You know, feel instincts of the game. Just knowing, like, you know, hey, it's a 3rd and short. The ball might go in the flat here. I've seen this on my film study, blah, blah, blah. And just seeing it, recognizing it, and go. I mean, to me, you know, those things were all really special. So that's why I would make him number 1. Is he generational to me like he was? Like, was it like Jamal Adams? Okay. Jamal Adams, when he was coming out, I remember turning on the film going, oh my freaking gosh, this guy is unreal. I remember going, is this the best player in the draft? Like, that's what I was, you know, I hadn't watched the whole draft at the time. I didn't come away like that with Kyle Hamilton. I'm not going to lie. But 6'4", 220, run, hips, like ball skills, everything is actually above average to elite except for a 40 time in spandex. When I just go, okay, I get it. I like fast guys. Everybody knows that. But if the film doesn't concern me that way, then I'm not going to go crazy over that 40 time. And 4.59 at the combine is plenty fast for me with the tape that goes along with it.
There was a talk there for a while that my Detroit Lions, maybe at number 2, should take a look at Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah.
You say no.
I say no. To me, that's first of too high. I don't think he's that great. All right. Second thing is, the thing that I think hurts Kyle Hamilton a little bit is there's a lot of good safeties. It's going to hurt him, I think. Because I think if you're sitting there and going, wait, we're a team at pick number 7 or 8 and we need a safety. You go, well, there's going to be a good one on the board at the top of the second round when you're picking a 39 there. There's going to be a good one, right? Or you could go maybe you trade down if you need a safety. Again, I didn't think the difference between Kyle Hamilton was so much greater than the rest of the group that you go, oh, we have to have him right now at pick 6 or 5 or 7.
All right, so Pete, we have to block Chris's tab of generational talent. We have to block it.
Because that doesn't sound it to you?
It doesn't sound like it, right? We have to block it. Pete agrees with me, too. We got to take it away.
Yeah.
So you like him a lot. We're going to take away the generational. But what else? I mean, you've mentioned it all right there. If you're a team in the NFL, you're thinking about it.
I am thinking about it. It's because it's a good conversation. I never really thought about it that way. I think he's going to be more made for the NFL than he is college football.
And he was good in college football.
That's probably why I think it too. I do. And I just think it's very rare to be that size and to be consistently asked to cover nickel receiver. I mean, slot receivers the way he does, right? So
when Isaiah Simmons was talked about, it was the idea like we're going to be able to do things with him that maybe we haven't been able to do in the NFL before. It will open up this whole new world.
Right.
Is Kyle Hamilton? Could teams look at him in the same way?
They could. That's where I'm almost want to backtrack on my stuff here a little bit to where I go, a little like there's just to me where maybe I'm misvaluing or maybe I need to stick to my guns with the generational talent a little bit more is like it's just there's no weakness to his game, I guess is where I look at it. Do I wish we could match a little bit of a better number with the 40 and all of that? But to me, it's generational in the fact that the size, the length, the hips, the ability to play the ball, he brings it hitting and tackling. He's very good open field tackler. Yeah, that's a tough one.
You're gonna go. You want to put it back on him. You want to put generational back on him.
I do kind
of. Well, certainly his size. We haven't seen a safety that big, right?
No, we have not. No, we have not seen anybody that big. And then when you look at that big, and I think like you talked about those coverage skills, like let me just read some of the few things because this is the last thing and we're getting out of here soon. Like has the ability to cover wide receivers at a very high level. He is sudden and twitchy, right? And I mean that again, like, hey, he's sitting there at nickel and like they throw a bubble screen. His ability to like react to it right away and get in that position we talked about earlier with the wide base and being like, you're not going to get around me. I'm ready to twitch and go any way I want. He's great at that stuff. He's great. He moves really well in short areas. He's made for that second level of an NFL defense. Is there a little bit of a build-up speed? Yes, but it's not bad. And, incredible range at free safety. The very good hips and man-to-man coverage or working the middle of the field as a free safety. Has great instincts and a feel for what offense is trying to do. He can play nickel. I mean, he played the Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah position this year, which is basically a weak side linebacker / nickel where they try to get away with like, here's a freaky guy who's not really a cover guy, but he can cover good enough, and we need him in the run game. So he's like, that's what he did. So I think that says something too. Like, this guy who was really a top 20 pick that had a heart murmur, we want you to fill in for him, and no problem. So, that to me says a lot too. Really good tackler, really physical, takes on blocks really well. And then I put the last thing, and maybe this is where he's elite. Or where we got to go, it's generational. He was put on earth to cover the pass-catching NFL tight end. To me, he's put on earth to cover Travis Kelce and Evan Ingrams and the Darren Wallers of the world. He is. So that's maybe where we can see him be generational, where you don't get to see that in college because nobody knows how to feature anybody in college anymore. It's just, college offenses have come down to this. Let me see the one guy I can get the ball with who has the least amount of people around him, and then that's our play. Oh, that receiver way over by the sideline, they're not double cover. Let's just throw it out there, and we'll just throw it to him. Yeah, he's behind the line of scrimmage, but we'll just let him make a play. I mean, that's college football. So it does guys like him an injustice at times because it's like you don't get to see his specialized skill set, I think, that will translate big time in the NFL. Really good question with the generational thing, though. You have me reeling
so
and
you
thinking.
might have things that you look at, like
I think
elements
that
of his game that you have not seen and won't see in a generation.
That's where I guess I think I'm thinking is generational. It's a little bit more of a projection generational, and I think a lot of Notre Dame kids, they translate to the NFL game more maybe than they do the college game.
Take us back to when you saw him a couple years ago.
Oh, I mean, same practice as JOK.
First time you really kind of saw him?
First time I saw him, I'm on the practice field. It's mid-August. I'm out there at Notre Dame. First thing I went, who's this number 6 kid? Because I was going, who's number 6 kid? And they were like, oh, yeah, he's going to be our linebacker. And I was like, he covers better than every corner on Notre Dame.
Kornamon.
Yeah, I mean, so he was amazing. And then it was like, wait, who the freak is this tall beanstalk in the middle of the defense playing? And they were all like, oh, that's our freshman. That's Kyle Hamilton. He's a freak. Oh, my gosh, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, the next 5 minutes, he had, like, 2 interceptions in practice. And then I was like, well, he's tall. He's not going to hit anybody. Then, like, a few minutes after that, he had, like, an unbelievable collision. And I was just like, oh, my gosh. And they were like, and I can't remember if it was Brian Kelly or somebody else. They were like, yeah, he's a 3-year guy. He ain't going to be here that long. And it was like, yeah, no, he's not. He's out of here. He's going to be out of here in 3 years for sure. And that was my first experience, let alone first game on the field. I'm on the sideline working for NBC. He gets a pick or a pick 6, like, on the first drive of the game. Like, as a freshman, it's like, oh, hey, guys, I'm the best player in the defense with JOK. No problem, right? I'm a freshman. I mean, so that was my first experience from him. He's made for the NFL.
And unlike maybe a Stingley over at corner, he kept it up. He continued to have a good college career and kept it
up, passion, everything you
better.
Want from him, right? I mean, so we'll see. Again, I wrote top 20 pick. I did not write top 10 pick down.
That's interesting.
I know.
That's interesting.
Yes,
all right,
it is.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.